What's the best way to Santa Cruz, California?
Here are directions to Santa Cruz.
Where's the best barbecue in Kansas City?
Is there a rodeo in Amarillo today? Where are we?
Here's your current location.
How big is the Grand Canyon? Any gas stations we can walk to?
I found 2 gas stations fairly close to you.
What does Orion look like?
I found this for you.
Remind me to do this again.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Welcome to Apple Inform with me, Louis Emmett Stern. Today we will be going over all features about Mac. Thank you for watching our quick introduction on the iPhone 4S. So, let's get to it. What Mac are you? And if you're looking for a Mac, let's hope this will help you. Now, there's lots of different types of Macs. There's notebooks and there's desktops. So we're going to go through them individually and we're going to tell you a bit about each one, and including the very bad price. Well, not bad price, but bad for anybody that's buying one. Because Macs are, bad thing about them is they are very high prices. Okay, so let's go straight to the notebooks. Which Mac is right for you and why will you love Mac? Okay, so we're going to start. We've got MacBook. The main MacBooks that are selling now are the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro. So the MacBook Air comes in 11-inch and 13-inch, and the MacBook Pro comes in 13-inch, 15-inch, and 17-inch. So if you're looking for a wider screen size, I'd say go for the MacBook Pro. Now, there is a big difference. We're going to have a look between the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro mainly today. So what's the difference between the MacBook Air and the MacBook Pro? The MacBook Air is way thinner. But the thing is, if you were getting a MacBook Air, I would probably suggest you going to get this one. I would suggest not getting that one. The thing is on the 11-inch MacBook Air is the screen size is very small. Very small, and you can hardly see very much unless you're in a tight budget. The only reason that I would really get a MacBook Air is because of its thinness. The MacBook Pro is an ultimate mobile studio. So it's better for all that thing like video editing and all those things. So yes, the only thing about the MacBook Air is MacBook Pro is the price. The graphics are better on the MacBook Pro and the camera, but camera's not really important in this. So if you were getting a MacBook Air, I'd suggest that screen size. They all have a multi-touch trackpad, and they've all got a screen. Now, these two here, this one and there, those two have the same screen size. Yep, the only thing is this one will be better to focus on because it has a black border around it, which is not as distracting as the quite bright silver border. And then we have two other bigger versions, which are the MacBook Pro 15-inch and the MacBook Pro 17-inch. I personally quite like the MacBook Pro 17-inch, just for its size. I just don't know. I like the screen. Okay, so let's go into this. The thing about the MacBook Pro 17-inch is it doesn't, as you will find on the MacBook Air 13-inch, the MacBook Pro 13-inch, and the MacBook Pro 15-inch, is they have a what's it called? An SD card slot. Yes, but on the MacBook Pro 17-inch, you'll not find an SD card. You'll not find an SD card, but you'll find something else. On the MacBook Air 11-inch, you will not find anything apart from the normal specifications, which we'll have a look at in a minute. The features. Let's go over the features. On the 17-inch, has 3 USB ports, 2 USB ports, 2 USB ports, 2 USB ports, 2 USB ports. The thing is, here, this has 1 fire drive port, and all the MacBook Pros have a FireWire port. Sorry, what am I going on? FireWire port, and the 2 MacBook Airs don't. So if that's something that you really want, then get that one. Here we go. The MacBook Pro 17-inch has an express card slot, and the West has an SDXC card slot, which is basically an SD card slot. They all come with OS X Lion, so OS 10 Lion, which is really good, and I'd advise you getting that even if you don't have a computer that's already shipped with Lion, and it pluses iLife 11. So now let's get down to the price. Well, I've put them in order here. Well, I haven't, but I will. Of price range. Now the cheapest one is this one. This one I wouldn't bother getting because it doesn't have much. So this is the MacBook Air 13-inch. If you really like the thin design, then I'd say go with the MacBook Air. If you're not really bothered about thin design, then these are the 3 you want to be looking at. As you can see, like I told you, the best camera is better on here. FaceTime HD camera, FaceTime HD camera, FaceTime HD camera, FaceTime camera, FaceTime camera. The 2 MacBook Airs don't use the word HD in. So yes, I would advise going for that. Now, as I would normally probably say, and I think this screen would probably be too expensive and too big, but let me tell you, I really like that screen. So I think it's really between the 3 MacBook Pros if you're looking for a MacBook. And if you really want an express card slot, then you need to go for the 17-inch. Otherwise, there's a 15-inch and a 13-inch. And if you're looking for something really special, I'd say go for the 17-inch. The only problem is the price. Now let's go to the desktop computers. What would you get if you had to get a desktop computer, or you wanted to get a desktop computer? Well, the thing is, we have Mac Pros, iMacs, and Mac Mini. Right, okay. Now, what's the difference between a Mac Pro and an iMac? Well, the thing is, a Mac Pro is normally the tower, the old-fashioned tower, as we're not getting into the tower era anymore. It's got the tower, and then you have the screen. The iMac is just a screen. The actual computer part, which is in the tower in the Mac Pro, is built inside the screen. So if you're looking for something simple, easy, quick, and it's wireless, everything's wireless on the iMac, or it's got one wire it has to plug in. Otherwise, you can get a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse. These Mac Pros and the Mac Mini, they can also be plugged into MacBook screens as well. Otherwise, you can buy an LED backlit glossy widescreen display. But otherwise, if we're going really out of the era of computers like that, and some people wouldn't agree, but we'll have a look. But I think you're mainly to go to get the iMac. Now, if you do get the iMac, as you can see, there are 2 types of screens. There are 21-inch and 27-inch. Well, we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Let's go over to the Mac Pro. The Mac Mini's got nothing special to it, really. I'd just say, yeah, you don't really, it's the cheapest one. If you're looking for something cheap, then get the Mac Mini. Otherwise, if you don't care, that you can have a screen. If you really, you're morely buying this, the iMac, for the design. If you want, because of its all nice impact design in one. The thing is that it has faster processors. It has 12 cores of power in these Mac Pros, so you will actually get a lot faster, and all the stuff built in is a lot better on the Mac Pros than on the iMacs. But if you really don't care about having a wireless computer completely, then just get this Mac Pro. But the price all comes down to one. And yes, the price for a Mac Pro is unbelievable. I know it's fantastic, but it is really expensive. Let's take a look. $3,499, $3,500 for a Mac Pro. And plus you've also got to buy the screen, which is $899. Which is around $899. So this I guess would be a better price because it's already got screen and it's already got a computer. And you see, this is why I wouldn't get the Mac Mini, because it's got lots of things blanked out, not included, and as you see. So, it's really up to you in the end, but if I had to pick one, I could not know. It'd probably either be a MacBook Pro or an iMac, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Speaking rubbish today. Please rate, comment and subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you for watching. Please remember to check all the other videos, also by our other Apple Inform people. Thank you. This has been me here on Apple Inform. We hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day now. Bye-bye.